Oh, what's up? Just gonna have a bowl of tobacco real quick. Dude, craziest shit used to happen to me when I was like a teenager. Like, me and the boys would just do crazy shit, like we still do. Me and the boys would just do crazy shit. I'll tell some stories this video. So let me rip a bowl real quick. Tobacco. That's disgusting. Like, sorry, I was at this bar mitzvah. There was 4 grandmas, none of them on the table, right? So I went over to this one grandma. It was like my best friend, my best girlfriend from high school. It was her grandma. Took her to the bathroom and I need to talk to you about something important. I'm like, take your shirt off. I look at her side and I see the kangaroo pouch that me and the boys made like 6 years ago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, me and the boys like cut like a slit like in her hip. I made like a kangaroo pouch in her hip and we stored 14 chips in there. 14 Ruffles chips. And all 14 of them came out clean. I was like, we need those back right now. She didn't want to give the chips back. I was like, no, we need those back like right now. Crazy as shit. She's like, I don't even know how to open the pouch. I'm like, let me get it done. Ripped it open. Right? Ripped it open. Took 2 chips out. Like, you see this? All dressed and everything. Ate 2. And like the rest for the boys. Took the rest out, right? Put them in a plastic baggie. Didn't use gloves or anything. I put my nails in there and dunked them out. And she's like, are you gonna close it back up? I'm like, no. That's just hanging now. That's just flapping. I left. I'm like, boys, we got chips. And yeah, that was the story. Crazy as shit. I was like, there's no way they came out clean like that. Yo, crazy as shit happened to me when I was like 17, right? So, like, I had this thing where I'd stick straws in like people's knuckles after I could cut their fingers off. They watch out for Freddy type shit, you know what I mean? And then, so one day, this guy, he was like 86 or something, had fingers and everything. I was like, no, we're not doing this. Ripped each one individually off with Mac, right? Handed this guy his PC, and I'm like, I dare you to type up a sentence. Guy didn't say a word. I'm like, bet. Alright. So, I take his fingers, I chuck him across the park. He's just sitting on the bench of the park, just enjoying his day. I just chuck him across the park, right? I watch him go flying. They're like twirling, just woof, 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 right? Smacks a 6-year-old kid right in the face. He now has a red dot right in his forehead. I'm not even kidding. Me and the boys are dying laughing. Like, we go crazy. We're like, nobody's got an Indian now. Bro, we sprint over to the kid. We're like, yo, I'm so sorry. It's unbelievable. I can't believe I just did that. You know what I mean? We give the kid a cookie and we dip. Right? So we go back over to the 86-year-old man that's just sitting on the bench enjoying his day. We're like, how you doing, bro? He's like, I'm doing good. We're like, bet. We take his last finger. He had one pinky left. We take the pinky. Mac's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, I have a cookie. He's like, I'm like, I know what you wanted. Like, I wanted it too. That's why I offered the cookie instead. He's like, no, I kind of want the finger. I'm like, bet, let's just split it. Rip that bitch in half. He eats Bo's house. Oh, I get so pissed. Like, in a funny way. Like, it was alright type shit. But, like, in a funny way, I just got pissed. You know what I mean? But I was like, fine. Just eat it. He eats both halves. Then he gets down to, like, the fingernail, and he starts crunching. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, save that shit. I need something. Gives me the fingernail. I'm like, bet, watch this. Bro, I cut a slit, I cut a line straight across the old man's forehead with his toenail, or with his fingernail, sorry. The shit starts, like, bleeding. And I'm like, yo, how are you enjoying your day now? He's like, it's great. I'm like, bet. Bro, that shit started dripping salt. I was like, bro, you're sweating. I was like, you're sweating, bro. No. His forehead started dripping salt, and we all started licking it. Like, crazy as shit. Like, me and the boys used to do such fun shit back in the days. Dude, when I was like 18 and like a few months, me, Mac, and John all went out together, right? We went to make dicks. And it was like dead in there. There was like no one, right? Except for like two tables. There was like two tables. One table had like two Indian guys. I'm like, there's no, remember that time? No. I'm like, there's no way. We each remembered that time. And we're like, we gotta do something about this. We each order a large fries, all three of us, right? We all order a large fries. And we're like, yo, can you put like extra salt on the fries? Or like, do it yourself. They give us the salt. I'm like, bet, even better packets of salt. We go over to the Indian guys and we literally just start whipping the salts, the packets of salts at them. We start throwing it at them to get their attention. We're like, yo, get salty. Like, yo, we just start whipping these packets of salt at them. Like, so hard. It's unbelievable. Like, we're just spraying, right? So, after we're done now, we walk over to them. We're like, what's up? We're like, what's up? They're like, what are you doing? We're like, we got fries, right? Hold on. We're like, we got fries. They're like, okay, bet, you're gonna eat your fries? We're like, no. Bro, we pry their mouths open with our hands. We're not joking. Like, one below, one up top. Broke their jaws, too. Like, their jaws were almost ripping off type shit. We start shoving fries in there. One after the other, no, handfuls. Boosh. Ooh. We just start shoving fries down their throat. At this point, their throats are so stuffed full of fries. And their jaws are, like, hanging down, too, because we ripped it off so hard. So imagine how stuffed full of fries they are, right? So at this point, we're like, what do we do? There's only one thing to do. We start pissing in their mouth, bro. We start fucking pissing in their mouth. And now they just have a bunch of fries in their throat and they're soggy and full of piss. Me and the boys started dying laughing, bro. We just sprint out to make dicks and we shoot this 6-year-old kid and just run. He brought the Glock and everything. Dude, me and the boys just do like such fun shit. brings me back, man. Yo, you ever? Oh, we don't usually go for 40s that often. But like this one day, we went for a 42, right? We were just at the club and we saw a 42. Like this bitch was 42, right? I want this pistol. This bitch was 42, and we're like, I bet I can shave off 2 years. We're just on some funny shit, just telling jokes and shit, trying to get this girl to the back. Girl comes to the back immediately, right? And we're like, yo, I bet I can shave off like 2 years, turn you into a 40. She's like, what do you mean? Bro, I take my onion cutter, and I'm like, let me see the bottom of your feet. I just start shaving the bottom of her feet. So now, at this point, there's like skin peels all over the ground. Like, you see that? You're 40 now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, sorry, miss, we need someone to clean this up. You ever eat fried onions? Bro, we take our lighters, right? And we just start torching it real quick. Like, imagine our hands just back and forth real quick. We start torching the shavings on the ground. You know what I'm saying? With the lighter. We're like, sorry, miss, we need someone to clean this up. And like, what is this? We're like, yo, we spilled a bunch of fried onions on the ground. You clean these up? I'm like, better yet, if you eat them, I'll give you 500. If you eat them, I'll give you 500. They're like, it's just fried onions. We're like, yeah. They're like, bet. Like, who's gonna say no to for 500? You know what I mean? They start eating them, right? And we start dying laughing. We start dying laughing, bro. It's unbelievable. We're like, no way he just did that. We look him in the eyes, bend down, bite his toes. Like, it was the craziest shit. It was the funniest shit. Bro, once we hung like 6 monkeys from a tree, like just like this. I'm telling this story because this tree just reminded me of it. So we had 6 monkeys, right? We hung them each from the tree. And remember that Logan Paul incident? We just started dying laughing, you know what I mean? We started dying laughing. Because, like, it's just so ironic, you know what I mean? Bro, they're hanging, like, by the neck, not, like, by the feet or anything. So they're hanging by the neck, and they're just dying laughing, too. We're just having a good old time. And we see their balls. Like, only one of them was, like, neutered, because we did it ourselves. But the other one had, like, they had, like, dicks and balls. So what we do is Mac jumps up, grabs the dick by his mouth, and he's hanging with him now, just with his dick in his mouth. And then John's like, yo, human centipede. Bro. So, right, John is gripping onto the monkey's dick with his mouth. Right? Hanging with it. And then, what he does is he rips John's butthole out, so it's hanging like by a thread. And he grabs onto it with his hand and starts hanging, so now it's 3 hanging. And I start dying laughing. I'm like, what do I even do? I just go, there's 5 more monkeys, right? I tickle each left ball. Bro, I just tickle each left ball, and I go crazy. I'm like, no way this is happening. The pistol is nuts. failure. Alrighty. Oh, back to the bar mitzvah. Funny shit happened there. Yeah, so guess what? I'm gonna use this main kit. So we're at the bar mitzvah, right? We see his grandpa. It's actually my best friend's grandpa. It's not Mac or John, but it's my best friend's grandpa. I'm like, yo, we need to do something about this. We're like, yo, we should definitely do something about this, you know what I mean? And then, so what we do is we just start staring at his feet, right? Just getting confused. We start staring at his feet, and he automatically knows what we want. Heads to the back, right? We're like, take all your clothes off. We're like, take all your fucking clothes off, right? Hold up. Oh shit, it's not even a real guy. Right, so he takes all his clothes off. Full. And we just start drawing like numbers on his body. Right? We start drawing numbers on his body. And we're like, we need to get this done permanently. But like we got like a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. You know what I mean? Alright, that's all I wanted to say.